Hello. I'm going to talk about this. Who is the lawful president? Now, I'm going to tell you what the Constitution says. Okay, the succession of presidents is J.D. Vance, who's the vice president, Mike Johnson, who's the Speaker of the House, Senator Chuck Grassley, who's the president of the Senate, and Marco Rubio, who's the Secretary of State. Now, who's the lawful president? The lawful president is Mike Johnson, Speaker of the House. Okay, so look, forget about J.D. Vance. Okay, they always sent him to Germany to make a speech. Bye. Okay, forget about Marco Rubio. He don't know anything about diplomacy. Bye. Okay, so forget about those two. Who's the lawful president? It should be Mike Johnson, because right now we are in a constitutional crisis. I didn't say it. People who are constitutional scholars, they have said it, that right now we are in a constitutional crisis. Trump was never supposed to have been sworn in. Why? Because he's an insurrectionist. And the Constitution says in the 14th Amendment that an insurrectionist shall not hold public office. It doesn't matter who voted for him. You can vote for Trump 10,000 times. He's not supposed to hold office. Excuse me. And actually, the Congress should have stopped him from taking the oath of office. The Supreme Court should have refused to swear him in. So since Trump is not a legal president, therefore Vance is not a legal vice president. So therefore, what they need to do is get rid of both of them. Mike Johnson, who is the Speaker of the House, he's the legitimate president. Trump is not a legitimate president. Therefore, all the executive orders are invalid. All the firings and letting go are invalid. Everything he has said since he took office, all of that is invalid, is null and void, because he is not a legitimate president. It's just like if you just take a Mexican from Honduras and make him president. He's not a legitimate president. Why? Because he's not a citizen of the country, for one thing. It doesn't matter if the Latinos vote for him. Every 23 million Latinos in the country vote for him. It doesn't even matter. He's not a legitimate president. Why? Because he's not a citizen of the United States. He's a citizen of Honduras. Trump is not the lawful president. He's not a legitimate president. Therefore, all the executive orders are invalid. All the tariffs are invalid and ridiculous anyway. Mike Johnson is the lawful president. Bye.